Increasing the efficiency of your lead mechanism is one of the most important things to take your business from, let's say, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month to $100,000 a month and beyond. Now, our business is currently on track to be hitting that 300 to 500K a month mark within the next 60 to 90 days. And the main mechanisms that we're actually using to reach those numbers are just by increasing the efficiency inside our lead generation machine. Now, right now, our team has 4 main ways of actually acquiring new customers, and that's going to be through Facebook, through Instagram, through SMS, and then also phone calls. So ultimately, our team uses 6 appointment setters in-house. We're probably scaling that down to 4, or we might be scaling up to 8, kind of depending on how we actually make those changes moving forward. But by increasing the efficiency, we'll easily be able to 3x to 4x the current cash collected monthly that our team is doing right now. So without further ado, I'm going to hop into my computer so I can be showing you exactly the steps that you need to be taking in order to hit that next level. So in order to increase the efficiency of our lead acquisition machine, it's really important to break down each of these steps along the way of the process. Now, for example, our team uses a CRM called Blocks to actually nurture leads via email, SMS, and even just kind of nurturing people once they're in the pipeline. So I'll be sharing that down in the link in the description down below. But pretty much once they are a warm lead, for example, right, it is going to be important to understand, hey, we're actually sending a DM to them. We're either outbound dialing them, or we're actually sending them a manual email, or they opted in from one of our CRM auto emails, right? So it's really important to know how can we attribute this prospect and see how they actually booked in to our calendar. So this is the first sort of data that we will need. Now, in order to figure out, hey, we should be doing more phone calls, we should be doing more direct messages, more emails, whatever that may be, it's also important to figure out that attribution point to see how was this appointment booked in. So right now we have our setters and our closers, and for our closers, there's generally a 2-call process where it's a 10 to 15 minute discovery call, and then they actually go to a demo call with that same closer. And then the setter is actually booking in an appointment from either that outbound dial, or they're just messaging them directly through Instagram DM or Facebook DM. Now, let's say, for an example, our appointment setter actually goes in, they set that appointment. Well, now it's really important to have the date that the appointment was set, the mechanism that was used, the discovery date for that call, which was booked with the closer, and who the discovery call was actually booked for. Now, from here, we also need to be updating, hey, this is a brand new opportunity within our pipeline, and we move that prospect to the discovery call set aspect of the pipeline. Now, for the second stage, right, that's going to be our discovery taken. Now, in here, we have the date which the discovery call is taken, we have the date which the demo is set for, and then we also have notes for the call. So in this case, a closer is going to be submitting a custom activity inside of our CRM, and this is going to be tracking the data of, hey, I took a discovery call on September 5th, I now set a demo call for September 7th, and here are the notes about that prospect on the call. So once I'm on that demo call, I'm able to reference those notes and close the deal. So this is really important here. And then in order to figure out the show up rate, because it's also important, hey, let's say 100 calls are booked within the month, but you only have 40 people show up, then you're gonna have a 40% show up rate. Well, if you can increase that number by 10, 20, 30%, you'll be having 10 to 30 more people that are showing up to that discovery call. So it's really important to start tracking this data too, because this is going to give you good reference points for when you're trying to scale, right? So lastly, then we have our demo taken. So this is going to be another custom activity which is submitted, and this is going to be the date which the demo is taken, the result of the demo call, whether they closed or they didn't. We're also going to be going over cash collected as well as revenue contracted. They're right there on the call as well. Now down below, you'll also be able to kind of check out, hey, we actually tracked this demo call was taken and won, or this demo call was taken and lost. So you're gonna have different aspects of your opportunity pipeline inside your CRM. So I'm gonna be making a future video going over more detail about this specifics, right? But this is gonna give you a good mindset to use moving forward, because you'll be able to start tracking each aspect of the data which is needed to overall increase the efficiency of your lead mechanism. Now, lastly, once that deal is closed, it is going to be important to understand your close rate. So this is going to be the other close rate percentage that you'll have to track, and that's obviously going to be, hey, we had 10 closed deals and we had 100 demos taken. Therefore, it's 10 closed deals divided by 100 demos taken, and that's going to be 10% conversion rate for that close rate, right? Now, lastly, then all these people, let's say they move to a payment plan, then it's also going to be important, hey, when do we have to collect the next cash? And then from there, we're also going to be tracking the data, how much is the average cash collected per call, et cetera, right? And then for us, we use Plecto, which is a nice tracking dashboard, which ultimately gives us more insight into all of these details broken down. But inside blocks, you'll also be able to kind of get a better understanding too of, hey, this is the sort of data that we actually need in order to track efficiently and make sure that all of our processes are actually aligned. So I hope all of that information was quite helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment sections down below. You can also follow, like, share with your friends. And if you are looking to actually staff setters inside your business, feel free to check out the link to Setter Accelerator, which is a business accelerator program where we actually help B2B or B2C businesses actually bring on appointment setters to help manage their lead flow, nurture those leads, and ultimately create more cash to their bottom line. Anyways, hope you're having a great day. It's been Kekoa and MacAuley, and I'll see you in the next video.